All right. It's the end of the regular season in May. That's how we roll here on Eternal Baseball. Thank you for joining us for the Eternal Baseball podcast, number 155.
Wow.
Pretty soon, right? Maybe by the end of the playoffs, you could play one of our podcasts for every game of the regular season. We have a full season of Eternal Baseball podcasts for you.
Yeah, then we'll have a full calendar year. Man.
Yeah, maybe we take a season off sometime. Who knows? But no, of course not. We're here to help you, and we appreciate you joining us.
With AI, they could probably do it for us.
Right? Can you imagine how much better looking I'll be once we AI this thing? Yeah. But
It's just got like Samson-esque, like just hair coming down.
Yeah, I want that high school mullet. I want that fully grown. Yeah. But yeah, we got a little bit of a different show tonight. Usually we've got one game that we're focused on, but the Monday games that we have to pick from, there are 7 of them that could potentially influence the playoff picture. So we're going to try to sim them quickly and get your help with the lineups. Matter of fact, one fan has already sent in the starting lineup for his Detroit Tigers. So that's, of course, our boy Tino, who's very vested in the Tigers matchup today. Where I wrote this out on our social media and on our homepage today, and I printed it out so I can make sure I get it all right. But we'll get to that shortly. If you're new to the show, thanks for joining us. We do have some of our diehards with us, and we always appreciate them showing up.
Yeah. Hey, guys. Cameron, Dave, Brian, welcome.
Cameron's a big Royals fan. He'll have a lot to say tonight about the Royals. Dave McDonald's is here with us. Always good to see Dave. Brian Lewis dropping in. Appreciate you being here. And, tell your friends. There's still time to dial us up. Call your friends and say, you won't believe what's happening on the Eternal Baseball podcast. It's an incredible once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And truly, hyperbole aside, it's probably the best game 162 slate we've ever had. Crazy competitive races out there. We'll explain it all shortly. I've simmed nothing from Monday, so these are your standings after game 151. But bouncing around, or let's do the week that was. Show you how we got here with this little eye chart right here. So we did have some clinchings this week. So you can see them over here. I've marked them when they clinched. The Braves clinched the National League South. The Expos clinched the National League East. And the Giants clinched the National League West. And this one shouldn't have shocked me because I've been keeping track. But the Cardinals won the North. And it's the first time they've ever won their division. Like, hard to believe that as competitive as that division always is, Cardinals had never won it before. So big deal for them to beat out the arch rival Cubs, who are also the defending champs. But this is what we're looking like here. If you go horizontally, we got A's, Yankees, Giants, Cardinals, Braves, Expos locked in. We got to solve the American League North and the American League South. And then remember, there are 2 wild cards in both leagues. And 3 of those, kind of 3 of them are up for grabs. One that isn't. The Cubs finished second in the North, but they had a fantastic record. So the Cubs will be the top wild card team coming out of the National League in that wild card round, which will start towards the end of the week. But the week that was, a lot of teams at 4-2, which was pretty good. But the 2 5-1 teams are the Guardians and the Tigers, who are going down to the wire for that AL North title. Tough weeks belong to the Diamondbacks. Who we got? The Padres, the Mariners, the Rangers, and the Blue Jays. Kind of a
I think the Mariners are going to get relegated this year.
Let's
come up with a new squad.
They were not bad partway through, but it was a rough end in Seattle. Not as rough as Tampa, though. Poor Tampa. Like every year, they're 47 and 114 this year.
We could drop those two teams next year. I don't know if anyone would even notice.
The sad thing about Tampa is they still have like Snell and Glasnow and David Price, like guys who ain't been there a long time. Ben Zobrist is still down in Tampa, desperate to get to Chicago, I'm sure. But yeah, that's kind of the week that was. We'll have one game out here for week 28. Those are the Monday games that we're going to start simming through tonight. But around the league, we do have some birthdays today. I know Roto's dying to sing happy birthday to some of the favorite players.
I love the birthdays for the bone that I get thrown.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to hear you sing, Roto. I don't know if I've ever heard you sing.
This is like the bare minimum where Brent can't mess up the broadcast.
I mean, we'd like to expand the role, you know. We'll see. We'll see. Good young prospect.
There's a good young prospect. A rated rookie, as they say.
Got a slick glove, a good bat, a hell of a corner kick.
I would pick myself up for the NA slot in our fantasy baseball league. All right, birthdays today. Cool Papa Bell. That's a good one. There we go. Carlos Pena, pretty solid for a couple of years.
Yep.
Pascual Perez killed it this year.
He was better this year than he ever was in Major League Baseball. Good for him.
Take it. Jose Guillen. I mean, he was pretty solid. He had a decent career.
Do you remember his one, like his shining career highlight was this lunatic throw from the warning track in Pittsburgh? If you don't remember it,
I don't.
You have to YouTube it. Okay. He's going back hard, and he goes up straight back, hits the wall, and it's a snow cone, and the ball falls out of his glove. And the runner's running hard the whole way. So the runner, once it comes out, the runner's already making the turn at second. And Guillen's furious that he didn't catch the ball. So he's just impacted the wall. He's completely flat-footed as far on the warning track as you can be in right field, and the ball's just sitting at his feet. And he picks it up, and he fires this absolute guided missile, flat-footed, from the right field track, and just hoses the runner at third base. It's one of the most gorgeous throws I've ever seen. There's a Dave Parker scud missile from an all-star game that's incredible from right. And then there's a famous Ichiro throw that's like 8 feet off the ground tops the whole way in. But just an absolute killer to third. But this one, Jose Guillen, I'll put it up there with one of the most ridiculous throws of all time.
I'm going to watch that while we're putting our lineups together for one of these games.
If that's all he ever did, that's enough. It would have been enough just to take off the shoes right there and just walk barefoot off the field and be like, I have reached the peak of human evolution.
I would have killed someone for an arm like that. My arm wasn't terrible, but it was not, anywhere in the ballpark of that, right?
My arm was always bad, always. With football, with a base, didn't matter. A terrible throwing arm.
I was at my daughter had their state track meet this weekend, and I was waiting for her to run in a relay, and I was watching. It was right next to the javelin pits, right? So these pretty big dudes are just launching these javelins, and they were going like 35 yards or 35 meters. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. One guy I think hit 40. So I thought to myself, I wonder what the record is for this. These guys are throwing it pretty well. Some Polish dude threw nearly 100 meters. And I kind of gauged that. That actually on this track that they were running on at BYU, it would have probably hit the far side, actually hit the rubber of the track on the far side. It's just like some guys just are gifted.
Yeah,
totally. The Angels came down at their berth and just give them a little bit of fairy dust or something, but man.
I think I remember playing catch with Hamlin at some point, and he was like, "Hey, Webb, you ever tried throwing left-handed?" Get out of here with that, man!
Son of a gun, man. I won't say the B word because his mom was super sweet,
right?
But son of a gun. Sorry, we got more birthdays. Brian Bayo.
I mean, we're scraping. We're scraping.
TJ Rumfield. Actually, that doesn't ring a bell.
He's a rookie with the Rockies.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm sure you just missed on him. You get every young talent on your fantasy team, pretty much.
And Ozzie Virgil.
Out of the list of guys with -1 to 1 career WAR, that was the name I remembered to fill out that last slot.
Hey, got a cup of coffee, man.
Hey, man, he was on.
That's gotta feel good.
There are a lot of better catchers not as well remembered because of the superstation. So good for Ozzie Virgil getting that Atlanta Braves rub, America's team and all. But yeah, not that memorable a career. But happy birthday to the boys. We hope you're celebrated tonight. Bouncing around the league, some of this doesn't matter much because it's the end of the regular season. But the Tigers on a 5-game winning streak, and they've needed them because that AL North is pretty tight right now. Milwaukee's Cecil Cooper, who will win the AL batting title, has a 12-game hitting streak. The big train, Walter Johnson, love this guy. He made 43 starts this year, and he went 20-19. So Minnesota was not very good, but it wasn't the big train's fault. Good for him. And I think he had like 37 complete games or something, just like ridiculous. Lefty Grove won his 20th game for the A's, who are coasting in as the West champs. Ben Zobrist has a 14-game hit streak, but it's in Tampa, so it's kind of like if a tree falls in the forest, doesn't make any noise. And Texas has a 5-game losing streak. Out in the National League, a little more important doings. The Braves are on a 4-game winning streak. That's good heading into the playoffs. The Cubs clinched the wild card, the top wild card in the National League. The Dodgers are on a 4-game losing streak and on the edge of missing the playoffs. Ooh. And the last 2 were against Miami at home. Oh. So the Dodgers got some serious atonement to do today if they can make it work. The Expos won the NL East as the Phillies completely fell off. They played half the season without Mike Schmidt, and then the last quarter of the season without Ferguson, one of their vintage outfielders who's really good. So better luck next year for Philly. Giants clinched the NL West. They've won the West 5 times out of 6 years. And the Cardinals clinched their first NL North title and also home field advantage throughout the National League playoffs. So that's kind of what it looks like. Let me bring up the where we're at here on the schedule, and you can follow along. I'll get to the wild cards at the end. So I wrote this out and typed it out to make sure I get this right. So in the American League North, the Tigers have a 1-game lead over the Guardians. Tonight we'll be simming the Baltimore and Baltimore and Cleveland. That's Orioles ace Jack Powell against the Guardians' Jim Bagby. And if Cleveland loses, then that gives the North title to Detroit. If Cleveland wins, then we'll have your Tigers Blue Jays game, which is a good one. Let me see. That one's Justin Verlander against Jimmy Key. If the Tigers win, then they win the AL North. If they lose, then we've got a tie, and the Guardians and Tigers have a playoff for the AL North title, with the loser getting the wild card. So they're both going in, but you don't want to get that wild card. You want to win the division. What else? Okay, the Dodgers and Pirates are tied for the final wild card spot in the National League. Remember, the Cubs took the top wild card spot. So we're simming Expos at Pirates, which is Dan Schatzeder versus Paul Skeens. Not bad. And Marlins Dodgers, which is Alex Fernandez against Sandy Koufax. Feels like a bit of a mismatch there, perhaps. But the Dodgers are ice cold. They've lost 4 straight. If both teams win or both teams lose, they'll have a 1-game playoff on Wednesday. The winner goes to the playoffs as a wild card. The loser goes golfing. Let's see. In the American League North, the Birmingham Knights have a 1-game lead over the Royals. So we'll sim the Royals and Twins game, which is Kevin Appier against Dutch Leonard. If Kansas City loses, or if Birmingham wins their game, that delivers the AL North title to the Knights. For Birmingham, it is Smokey Joe Williams versus James Paxton, Knights Mariners. Where it gets tricky is the loser, the Royals or the Knights, could fight the Red Sox for the last wild card spot if Boston loses their season-ending game against the Brewers. So it's Boston's Pedro Martinez against Milwaukee's Teddy Higuera. And that's what's going on in the play.
I love it. Let's get to the action.
There's a lot going on. If the wild card stuff was confusing, I printed it out real big. Cubs are in. Dodgers, Pirates tied going into the last game. Cleveland would be in if it ended now, but it could be Detroit if Cleveland ties them and they have their one-game playoff. Boston is trying to eliminate Kansas City from the wild card race. They're one game back. Whew. Okay.
Well done.
So with that,
you can see why I only have one section.
Right? I don't even know what I just said, but I wrote it down, so I believe it. So, and I got my pitching matchups ready, so we can do it all. We're going to start in Milwaukee, Boston at Milwaukee.
I'll be right back. Sorry. Right. I'm being beckoned by a family member.
Oh, go get them. If Boston wins this, they will secure that second AL wild card. So let's get in here. We already know our pitching matchup is Pedro Martinez. Usage penalties means they've pitched more innings than they were scheduled to based on the average of their top 3 seasons. And he's going up against Teddy Higuera. So here we go. So Brewers against a right-handed starter. That's Pedro. Here we go.
Crisis averted.
Oh, so, thank goodness. I'm so glad you were ready.
I know everybody was at the edge of their seats there. But...
people were doing calci bets on it, on how it was going to go. So we've got Cecil Cooper at first, Prince Fielder DH. I love this bit. Richie Sexson leading off, because why wouldn't you? Robin Yount plays shortstop most of the time. In this, he also plays a real good center field. But then we have Molitor at second. Usage penalties just means they have more at bats than they're supposed to, or innings pitched.
Love some Paul Molitor.
Paul Molitor is still underrated. Hard to believe. Jeremy Brennitz actually plays center.
Sixto Lezcano. I love it.
Sixto Lezcano play right. The only bummer is we don't have Don Money in the.
He's scuffling this year. Shoot.
Yeah, tough year for Don Money. Still a great glove. And Jonathan Lucroy is your catcher. So there you go. And Mr. KC wants McFarland catching for KC. Okay. Mm-hmm. Duly noted. We'll be there in just a minute. Okay, so in Boston, and this is some of the stuff. I don't want to apologize for it, but Ted Williams hitting 221 against left-handers. Mm-hmm. I think Ted Williams could hit 221 off an octopus. But fine. So the lefties rule in Boston. Yaz is the best. And Boggs is incredible. So Boggs leads off.
Tino's been to Paul Molitor's house. Nice.
Really? Wow. Why'd you dump her, man, if she had the in? Come on, man. All right, so we'll go Ted second. Yeah. He's going to DH probably. Big Poppy cleans up. He'll play the field. We'll see how that goes. Mookie Betts. The thing I like about Betts now, I can play him anywhere. Because if he could play shortstop now in L.A., probably could have played shortstop in Boston had they asked. He's available as a good a decent shortstop, a good second baseman, a very good center fielder, and an absolutely brilliant right fielder. So I'm so glad they traded him. That was one of my favorite days of my life when the Boston decided they didn't want any more Mookie Betts. Good. I'll pay the flight. I'll drive him to L.A. I got no problem with
Who did they get for him? I can't even remember.
Well, they sent David Price as the tax, right? You have to pay the rest of Price's salary. And they got Jeter Downs.
Oh, yeah. And the other guy, he was their left fielder for a while.
Yeah, and he was a Yankee left fielder for a year, I think, and a
Yeah.
half. And
He's out of the league now, right?
I think he is, yeah.
I'll
He
look it
talked
up.
a good game. He had a lot of flash, but I don't even remember his name. That's pretty rough. It'll come to us, or somebody will help us out.
Verdugo.
Verdugo, yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
He was pretty dreadful.
Jeter Downs, Verdugo, and catcher Connor Wong.
Who they don't have, but do they have him? They might have him still.
Maybe, yeah. I can't remember.
Well, they've been chanting Jeter sucks for like 30 years, and they were finally right. So good for them. Manny Ramirez in right field. Okay, this is where it gets funky. Yastrzemski's a brilliant left fielder, but he does qualify in center. I can also play Mookie in center. Fred Lynn can go in center. But right now, I don't have a spot for Jim Rice, which seems a shame. And I got Manny in right field, which feels like a circus. Maybe I can DH Manny, put Ted in left. He's not great. That gives me room for Jim Rice. Oh, I got Betts at shortstop. That's my problem. We'll play Betts at second. Rice in right field. That'll let us.
Got to get the Greek god of walks in there.
Where is he? He's not even active. Where am I going to play him, though, Roto? Like, are you going to play him over this? The numbers say yes. Well, no, he's not ahead of Manny.
No, that's fine.
I don't know if I have room for him. These are the tough choices. And Veritek catching. Oh, hold on. It says here Veritek doesn't want to play for Boston. That's breaking sports news. For now, Tech's in the lineup. So there you go. Just like that. Ready for baseball.
Pitching for Milwaukee.
I feel like there's more information to Tino's story.
Leading off for Boston.
Did he marry the woman that burgled Paul Molitor's house?
Wade Boggs.
I love that they're rooting against him. Give the bench warmers some time. Yeah. He didn't dump her. Okay. Very nice. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I don't know that I have no problem with Ortiz DHing, but then I got to take one of the outfielders out. So I think this is their best lineup here. So it's this simple. You just go up to options, say let the computer handle it, and hit play. Boom. There you go.
The final score from American Family Field.
That.
Milwaukee 5, Boston 4. Teddy Garrett is the winner. He is now 19-10 on the season. Dick Raditz picks up the loss. He is now 2-5. David Ortiz hit home run number 26 on the season. Time of the game, 3 hours, 26 minutes.
You see who
Four errors for Boston.
See who ran for Lucroy in the 8th? Don Money, baby. Yeah. Oh, man, America ran on Veritek. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow. Lucroy even got one.
They had 8
Burnett's
steals.
got one. I guess he had a couple decent steal seasons, but
8 steals on Veritek today.
Mulder got 4 steals. That's amazing. Dude, is he at 1?
Who is it? I don't know, maybe.
Wow.
MVP Paul Molitor. Game-winning RBI, 6 still. Lescano. Molitor only went 2 for 4, but he stole every base he saw. So good for him. So there you go. So Boston now in trouble in that wild card hunt. So we may as well do the Royals next because that's what affects them. So we got Kansas City at Minnesota, and we're under rules that Salvador Perez is not to catch today. It's going to be Mike McFarland. We can make that happen. So it's Kevin Appier, who's had a really good year. Yep, he's 19-10, looking for win 20. And he's going up against Dutch Leonard, who I don't know much about.
Dutch, it's such a solid nickname.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as I go, that's top tier.
Might even be his real name, right? Might be right on his driver's license. You never know.
It's real. I'm sure it's like Wallace. I'll look it
Yeah,
up.
probably right. I think there
Ernest.
are two. There are two Dutch Leonards, believe it or not. So find the right one. All right, so here we go. Looking at Twins versus right-handers. Yes, a bunch of lefties. But it's definitely Tony Oliva cleaning up. Goose Goslin. Some of these are Washington Senators. It's okay. Same franchise.
You ready?
Yeah.
Hubert.
Nice.
Hubert Benjamin Leonard.
I used to love playing Hubert, where you'd bounce around and try to knock the guys off the thing. That was
Hubert.
We got Rod Carew. Love Rod Carew. Heine Manouche, because it's fun to say. He plays anywhere. Put it in center. Joe Mauer. Look at all these lefties. Killebrew. Gotta like that. Polanco, the shortstop.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I got the wrong one, man.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Sorry. I got the other one. This guy's name was Emil.
Okay.
Emil Leonard. Emil John Leonard.
You were right. Not truly the Dutch. Gary Gaetti, center field, Kirby Puckett, of course. And over here for the Royals. Okay, so we got our marching orders here. KC has a chance. You got that right. Oh, and just to clear it up, it was a long-distance relationship. It didn't last too long. Those are always hard. Yeah.
That's true.
Okay, so even though wait a minute. Maybe it should be Johnny Damon leading off. And George Brett hitting third. It looks like Sweeney.
Danny Turtle.
You loved it. Were you a Tartable fan?
I was. Yeah.
He got moved around a lot. Salvador Perez is going to DH. Mayberry's first baseman. No, wait, we have a first baseman. That's where it gets tough. All right, so that's Jermaine Dye then in right.
I can't help but notice that Frank White's not around.
Don't have any Frank White. Roto, do you want Jorge Soler or Hal McRae in left field?
Hal McRae.
I figured.
Although Cameron can
right?
nullify that decision if he so desires.
All he said was Mike McFarland catches, so I can make that happen. I can give you Danny Tartable, but only at catcher, short, or second base.
Who are we playing? I guess Bobby Witt and Witt.
It'll be
Witt.
Witt and Witt. I could activate Mike Moustakas, but
dude, he had a couple decent years, didn't he?
Well, he wasn't bad, but
more power, I guess, more of a slugging.
Yeah, he wasn't a bad
230 with 25 dingers.
That's pretty much it, right?
That's an all-star back in like 1975.
Right? It might be again, right? Like, nobody can hit. Bobby Witt.
Oh man, Rob's in the house. Frank White. We mentioned Frank White and he appeared, man.
Rob knows what they want. They want Frank White and Alex Gordon gets a lot of run. Like, how can you not have Gordo? And I'm like, dude, I got Bo Jackson on the bench. Like, chill out. There's your Royals. Oh yeah, there we go. On second thought, there we go. Oh, and here's our Moustakas review. Sounds like a good old-fashioned country breakfast to me.
Country breakfast. Dutch and country breakfast.
The
two solid nicknames.
I told all of you it was going to be a good show. All right, so we're ready for baseball.
Pitching for Minnesota, Dutch, Leonard.
Good seats still available.
Off for Kansas City,
field.
Center fielder, number 18, Johnny Damon.
All right.
Play ball.
Wind it up.
Hubert's. Yeah, man, solid name.
The final score from Target Field, Minnesota 8, Kansas City 7. Joe Nathan is the winner. He is now 3-2.
Oh man, they scored 5 in the last 3 frames.
He is now 12-5. Hal McRae hit home run number 8 on the season. Salvador Perez hit number 26. Kirby Puckett hit 2. He now has 10 on the season.
Puckett.
Time of the game.
Wow.
3 hours, 7 minutes.
Puckett's had a rough year, but he came up big here in the spoiler. MVP of the game, Kirby Puckett. Roto's favorite player. What was he? 2 for 4, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs.
7th and 8th though too. He was
Fueling that
tough
comeback.
loss. Darn.
The vulture, Steve Farr, takes it on the chin. So let's see here. With Kansas City.
So Birmingham wins.
I think Birmingham wins because even if they lose, they're only going to lose half a game. So there it is. Updated in real time. The Birmingham Knights have wrapped up the American League South. And if we look at the wild card here,
they're dangerous.
They're nice. They list everybody, right? But Seattle's 30 games out of the wild. I think they're done. But Kansas City's a full game behind Boston with no games left to play. So that's it. So the Red Sox are in. The Royals are done. There's your wild card teams.
I was kind of hoping KC would make it, to be honest.
I'm always pulling for KC. As long as the Frank White fans leave me alone. So they had a good year, just kind of ran out of steam a little bit at the end. So there is no joy in Mudville for the Kansas City Royals. But it gives us one less game to play.
So we can just sim that one now, yeah.
Yeah, we can sim. Once I'm done, I can sim them all. So I don't have to sim. No offense, I'm not being mean. It's the truth. I have sim this Birmingham game. We did Boston. All right, so moving to the National League wild card, the Pirates and Dodgers are tied for the second and last NL wild card. So we get Montreal at Pittsburgh. So I always have a soft spot for Montreal, but they've wrapped up their division. They've got Dan Schatzeder, lefty, throwing today against. The choice was Deacon Philippe versus Paul Skeene. And the numbers are actually pretty close, but we're going to go with.
I have to say, Deacon's another great nickname.
Yeah.
You don't see that much anymore.
No, but is Libby Dunn coming to watch Deacon Philippe? I don't think so. So let's get the Baywatch girl in the house as we do Pirates Expos. So it's Dave Parker who shifts to left. Right field is jam-packed in Pittsburgh because Dave Parker plays a good right field. Roberto Clemente is maybe the best right fielder of all time. And Paul Wainer, a Hall of Famer, only played a terrible first base and a brilliant right field. So plus you got a DH that wouldn't be terrible to use on Ralph Kiner or Willie Stargell with gloves of stone. So it's sacrilege, but I don't know if Clemente's played a dozen games in right this year because he qualifies in center. So either way, well, we're going to get you a good Pirates lineup here. Parker, Stargell, probably at first base. Kiner splits up your lefties. He's probably your DH. Archie Vaughn, come on. Odds of his name being Archie, slim. Odds of him coming from Arkansas, huge. That's how they did nicknames back then. So Archie Vaughn, Stargell, Kiner, Parker, Clemente in center, I know. Paul Wainer, I think he was Big Poison. Great nickname in right. Wagner. He earned the nickname Big Poison because he killed a couple of teammates in the minor leagues. Yeah. They called his little brother Little Poison just to keep an eye on him.
Just to let people know.
Yeah. He hasn't done anything yet, but the background's sketchy. Madlock plays a bad second base, but boy, can he hit. And then
they're just poisoning like old widows for the inheritances.
I assumed it was for playing time. Like, ooh, Dean Dilday doesn't feel so good today.
All these like industrialist widows in the Pittsburgh area.
Yep, that's it. Okay, so for the Expos, Andre Dawson was through the roof good this year. He'll clean up. Tim Raines.
Excited the Expos are in.
Yeah, all these names, right? I listened to a game. It was a Yankee game Friday night. It was on Apple TV, I think. and I don't know who the color guy was. And they didn't announce it because they're Apple TV and they don't know how to do a ball game. So, and of course, I didn't know it was on Apple TV. So when I tried to tune in at 9:30 at night, the game was almost over, and they had the score posted on the click to log in thing. So
I know they do that all the time.
keep working, Apple TV. You'll get it.
They do that with all their MLS stuff too. It's like, geez.
So if you were going to click on it, then you're going to have the choice to start at the beginning or see the score. Don't give me the apparently, and just broadcasting 101. Don't give me a reason not to click into your app. Yeah. Right? Like Yankees leading 10-1. Maybe I don't even need to watch that.
It's designed by people who don't watch sports, right?
So bad. So I don't know who this guy was, but somehow Olympic Stadium came up. And he said, played my second ever major league game in Olympic Stadium.
Oh.
And the guy, I don't know who the play-by-play guy was. He didn't introduce himself. They never showed him, no chyrons, nothing. And he was like, I heard that was a fine field for baseball. And the guy was like, oh yeah, the best. He said, so do you have any memories from Olympic Stadium? He's like, yeah, dude. I hit one off the wall my second at bat. And they're like, stand-up double? And he's like, no. I hit it to right field and decided to test Vlad's arm.
Love it.
And he said, did you slide? And he was like, I was planning to. But the shortstop was there with the ball going. He said, I cannot tell you how long a walk that was. As a rookie in your second game, from second base back to the visitor dugout, with everybody in there going, what are you doing, man?
It's like that's Vlad Guerrero, bro.
Yeah.
Did you figure out who the announcer was?
No, I didn't bother. I was so mad at Apple TV. I'm like, forget it. Good story, though. Okay, so anyway, Raines, Dawson, Guerrero, Redhead, Legrand, Orange, Rusty Staub, breaking it up.
I'm going to try to see if I can figure that out. Maybe there's a...
Yeah, it was Friday night's Yankees-Mets broadcast.
Okay, nice.
So that'll give you a head start.
I'm going to go to YouTube. We were joking before this broadcast about how, like, anytime you need to find any information out, whether it's, do-it-yourself repairs or anything else, you basically go to YouTube and you find the guy who has like 800 subscribers with a really thick Eastern European accent. Yeah. And those are far and away the best YouTube videos, man. They sit there and explain everything. Just wonderful. So I'm off to YouTube to see if someone an Eastern European guy is like really big into New York baseball here.
It ain't King Kelly, that's for sure. Oh, look at this. Yeah, no Blue Monday. I remember Blue Monday. Let's see, what else? Nice to have Corbin Burnson dropping by the broadcast tonight. I think we're ready here, though. Pirates, Expos. Let's do it.
Pitching for Pittsburgh, number 30, Paul Skeens. Leading off for Montreal, left fielder, Tim Raines.
Oh, Cameron thinks it's Ryan Spielborgs.
Oof. Based on his big career, I can see how he got that job. And that wasn't Dontrell Willis. So I was looking at Schatzeder versus Skeens and thinking Mustache Mania is running wild. And then I realized, look at Tim Raines. He's chiming in too, man. Nice. Yeah. All right. All
right, here we go.
There's your baseball card lineup. So, Expos, Pirates. Do it.
Dun, 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 dun.
And, come on, Mouse. Work with me. Play. It's fine.
The final score from PNC Park, Montreal 6,
Tough one.
Pittsburgh 4. Dan Schatzeder is the winner. He is now 7-7 on the season.
Dreams are dying tonight.
The loser.
Man.
He is now 1-2. Jeff Reardon gets the save, number 1. Orlando Cabrera hit home run number 3 on the season.
Tough one.
Andre Dawson hit number 32. Okay. Vladimir Guerrero hit number 21. Tim Raines hit number 11. Jose Vidro hit number 6. Man. Dave Parker hit number 24. Time of the game, 3 hours, 31 minutes.
It's a lot of homers. Jeff Reardon slamming the door.
Got first save of the season.
Yeah.
Justy, man, he got bombed.
Torn up, and then Kent Colby couldn't even save him with those Coke bottle glasses. But man, homers like you wouldn't.
Man, 5 in the 8th there. Oof.
And the ones that hurt, man. Vidro's 6th of the year. Harris 3rd.
That was like basically the only mistake Skeens made.
Man, Skeens pitched all right.
Yeah.
Only 1 earned, 3 hits, 7 innings, but that one might hurt, man. I hate to say it, because it gives the Dodgers a chance to salvage that wild card with a win over the Marlins at Dodgers are at home against the Marlins. So let's see what this shakes out as. It's also Sandy Koufax on the mound. So you got to think advantage Dodgers here. Alex Fernandez has pitched really well, but he was just activated. This is only his 4th start. It comes on the road in LA against Sandy Koufax. No worries, Alex. You'll do just fine. The Dodger offense hasn't been great, but Reggie Smith has been their best hitter. And let's see, Campanella, Zach Wheat leads off. Duke Snyder in center.
Yeah, Cameron, I think you're right. I think it was
Spielborgs. Ryan Spielborgs. All right. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't. I'm not saying he did a bad job. I'm just saying the overall broadcast was kind of rotten. There was the Fox broadcast on Saturday night for Yankees Red Sox. At one point, they just went, let's go back to Billy Bob Thornton for an update. And then they just laid out and said nothing. And nothing came up on the screen. Nothing. And I'm sure they don't know that it's not coming through, right? So there's just game audio for about 30 seconds. And then they go, wow, that's a heck of a shot, but Billy Bob. But back here in New York, I'm like, who's running this? Come on.
It would have been better if they had the audio of the booth, right? Where they're talking about dinner plans later. And
right? Are the producers AI now? Is that what's going on? Come on.
Man, those unpaid internships are
right.
Brutal.
We could hire someone right out of college. Yeah, you sure can. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy, and Babe Herman.
Cable access MLB baseball.
Right? So bad this weekend. Did you hear about the Cars for Kids thing?
No. What is it?
Have you ever heard that radio jingle? KARS Cars for Kids?
I know the billboards and stuff. I don't know the jingle, but
it's a radio jingle. It's like an absolute earworm. It's annoying, and you can't get rid of it if it gets in your ear. In California, they struck it down as fraudulent advertising because all it says is donate cars and help kids. And everybody singing it is like a 5th grade voice singing Cars for Kids. Well, it turns out the charity is actually a religious charity focused on sending kids of the Jewish faith on trips, their first trips back to Israel, right?
Oh, okay. Huh.
Nothing wrong with that. Let me be very clear. Nothing wrong with that.
The feed cuts.
But the ad says nothing about that. Nothing.
Funny.
It's like the old the Seinfeld bit of the human fund.
Yeah, the human fund.
It's money for humans.
So George, I don't know. What was it? His boss calls him in. He's like, my secretary tried to donate, and she can't figure out where this.
Yeah, same thing. So, similar thing. So in California, they said, yeah, you can't run those ads anymore. You got to make it say who you are and what it's for.
Gotcha.
So we might be close to the end of the Cars for Kids jingle, which would not be a bad thing.
Recipe. It would live forever on YouTube. So
true. Would not be a bad thing. Okay, Marlins baseball. I love that Gary Sheffield is rated a 2 defensively at third, short, left, and right field. So he's versatilely bad, right? You can play him anywhere, but his best spot is designated hitter.
That's so funny, man, because the big ad they have, or at least in Utah, where they had the Utes coach Whittingham.
Okay.
You know, he's like sitting there pointing, It's like Cars for Kids, donate today or something like that.
Or
like,
not,
oh, okay.
apparently.
That's not helping kids in West Valley City, apparently. Well,
No,
maybe it is. Yeah.
Not really. Derek Lee at first, because you can't crack that Cubs lineup. Floyd can play left or right. Hanley Ramirez plays a passable shortstop.
So is CCTV? Is that cable access still?
I think it's still.
Is it still a thing? I mean, I don't know how that works in this current streaming day and age. But
does anybody have? Excuse me, a TV antenna anymore? Right, but I think it's like contractually required. I think by the FCC that you have.
But like if you have Spectrum or YouTube TV, is there there's like a secret code you can enter?
Dude, I know that the Yankees broadcast on CCTV is better than what I watched on Apple the other day. Everything's better than that Netflix opening night one. Oh,
I don't remember. I didn't see it. Was it that bad?
It was so bad. They had a
couple of kinks in the.
They had Jameis Winston in the crowd just doing goofy stuff.
Oh, I did see part of that. Yeah.
And I'm like, isn't this the guy who was screaming at women at Florida State? Like standing on a picnic table? And they
allegedly.
Oh, I don't think it was allegedly. But he was a Heisman Trophy candidate or favorite at the time. And the Seminoles came down hard on him. They said, man, you are suspended for the first half of the Vanderbilt game.
The Vanderbilt game.
Come on.
Unless we start losing.
Right. But I was excited because the Yankees beat the Giants really good. And they was in San Fran. The vibe was terrible. Everybody was feeling awful. They went to the Usos in the stands, a tag team from North California, and they were awful.
That's right. I saw that clip because they were interviewed by Winston, right?
Yeah, it was bad. It was real
It was
bad.
like all three of them just didn't really know what to say.
No, and then at the end, they're interviewing Max Fried as the player of the game, who's the most matter-of-fact, understated, just business as usual guy, and maybe in all of baseball. And Jameis Winston rolls up an actual hot dog cart. And they go, you're the hot dog of the game. You get to wear the jacket. And they put it on him like an overcoat. I don't think he even put his arms in the sleeves. And then like Winston's holding that hot dog. What do you want on it, man? You're the hot dog. And Fried looked like he wanted to murder them all. It was so bad. So bad. Oh yeah. And then Jameis Winston stole crab legs.
Well, didn't he when he got drafted, right? Wasn't he actually eating crab legs too, or something like that?
Like, was, yeah. Oh, and Cameron's got this. You know, we promised we'd be out by 10, but I'm starting to doubt it. Let me.
Yeah, we gotta hurry. All right, here we go.
Pick up the pace here a little bit. Kevin Millar has nowhere to play, so we'll Cody Ross him because he can play center. Mike Lowell can play third. Luis Ariz can play second. He's proven it this year. And JT Realmuto still their catcher because you can't crack the Philly lineup.
What game is it? Is this game 5? Because we skipped one? Can't remember.
It's hard to say.
Pitching for Los Angeles, number 32, Sandy Koufax. Leading off for Miami, first baseman, number 25, Derek Lee.
All right. So a win gets the Dodgers in. A loss, and they got a one-game playoff against the Pirates.
The final score from Dodger Stadium, in 14 innings.
Oh, man.
Miami 6. Jim Brewer is the winner. He is now 4-4. Braden Looper is the loser. He is now 4-5 on the season. JT Realmuto hit home run number 5 on the season.
So that went
Ross
14 innings?
Gary
And Miami took the lead in the top of the 14th.
Reggie Smith hit number 30.
So let's see how that happened.
Time of the game, 5 hours, 35 minutes.
5 hours.
Lordy.
So, wow. Kevin Millar, pinch hit, RBI single to score Derek Lee, and Miami took a 6-5 lead here in the top of the top of the 14th. In the bottom of the 14th, Russell Martin singled to right. They brought in AJ Burnett.
Oh, he walked in the red. Oh,
who gave up a single, and then walked cleanup hitter Reggie Smith as they literally walk it off, and the Dodgers slide into the playoffs, knocking out the Pirates. Tough. Good game, though.
Wow.
Oh, and by the way, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And yeah, everybody knew Free just wanted gone. He just wanted everyone gone. It's fine. And I don't know how Jameis Winston became America's sweetheart all of a sudden, but you do.
What an odd choice of a guy to work the. Huh.
Yeah, this is career backup.
Isn't he? He's still playing, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
Is he under contract for?
No, man. Jameis Winston. Okay. So let's see. There's one game off the screen. Houston, San Diego. We don't need it. So it looks like we're down to Montreal, Pittsburgh, Boston, Milwaukee. Okay, we got Baltimore, Cleveland, Toronto, and Detroit. 2 left.
Okay.
If Cleveland loses, the Detroit game doesn't matter. So we'll start in Cleveland with the Baltimore Orioles, who didn't have a bad year. But we'll get this rolling here. So pitching, it is Jack Powell. That's the Orioles ace this year, 19-9, going up against Jim Bagby, who's not exactly a household name, but he was pretty good, 12-11 with a 3.36 for your Cleveland Guardians. So batting against righties, Cleveland had this guy, Joe Sewell, who came up when somebody got hurt, and he's been incredible for like a month. His OPS was 1.223. So
wow,
good for him. I'm not going to hang the season on him, but he's definitely going to play. Earl Averill DHs. Albert Bell breaks up the lefties. I think Sewell actually bats second to let Tris Speaker clean up. Sandy Alomar Jr. catches. Larry Doby plays right field. Al Rosen is your third baseman. Travis Hafner, underrated, man. He was such a beast, but only for like 4 years. So he's perfect for eternal baseball. And then Jose Ramirez is second. There you go, Guardian fans. In Baltimore, Ken Williams, incredible. He plays center field and cleans up. Eddie Murray plays first. Boog Powell plays left. George Sisler DHs. DH. Here we go. Left field. Hoyles is tired. I guess that means Triandos will play. Or has played more than he should. Jacobson, Baby Doll Jacobson, great name. Is that his real name, Roto? Baby Doll? I doubt it.
You know, if this was a guy who was born in like 2018, I'd be like, maybe.
Right. How do you earn the nickname Baby Doll? Do I want to know?
I'll look it up. 1 sec. I thought we looked it up.
Brian Roberts at second. Cal Ripken's had a rough year, but he's playing it short because you can't not play Cal.
William Chester Baby Doll Jacobson. All right, let's see how he got his nickname here. All right, here we go. On opening day of the 1912 season, the band began playing the popular song, "Oh, You Beautiful Doll," as Jacobson came to the plate. Jacobson recalled, "Well, I led off with a home run on the first pitch, and a lady sitting behind home plate jumped up and shouted, 'You must be that beautiful doll they were talking about.'
Terrible.
The name stuck with me, and that was it."
Those were the days, man. The good old days when one random fan could nickname a major league ball player. Man, I like that Home Run Baker played before anybody hit homers, and he hit like 13 in a year. And they're like, "You're Home Run Baker now." Okay.
All right.
Nobody had that prodigious power before Home Run Baker. All right, we're ready for baseball here.
Pitching for Cleveland, Jim Bagby.
Baby Doll.
Leading off for Baltimore,
My
left
baby
fielder,
doll.
number 26, Boog Powell.
So if Cleveland loses, they actually win the American League wild card, the top one. and the Tigers win the American League North. So here we go. Computer, play that ball.
The final score from Progressive Field,
Okay.
Baltimore 5, Cleveland
Just like
2.
that.
Jack Powell is the winner. He is now
And
9.
scene.
Jim Bagby is the loser. He is now 12-12. George Sisler hit home run number 10 on the season. Time of the game, 3 hours, 1 minute.
Not bad, pretty tight. Now don't cry for Cleveland. They're still in the playoffs.
Got his 20th win.
But-
That's pretty nice.
That should, when this cycles, give the North to Detroit, and it does.
All right.
So just like that,
Way to go,
Will
Tino.
Will Anderson 5-7. Tino had a whole lineup for everything for the Tigers. He'll have to wait. Oh, that's kind of rough. Should I give him his Tigers since
Sure.
it's 9:59? Fine. This was Tino's lineup as sent to us via Facebook earlier today. So it's Toronto at Detroit. There's a lot of games before the play. Well, he might want to rest Verlander now, right? Because it don't matter. So hang on. In fairness, they would have started all these games at the same time. So I'm going to stick to it. Jimmy Key. I didn't know this about Jimmy Key, who I loved once he came over to the Yankees. He was a vicious prankster. He looked like a librarian.
You did.
But apparently he was you didn't leave your locker alone around Jimmy Key. He had a way of tying your shoestrings together and hot foots in the dugout. And it'd be weird that a starter was just hanging out in the dugout, right? But apparently
Feels like that's kind of a lost art. You don't really hear too much about that anymore.
the bubble gum on the hat, right? The blown bubble. That's a good one. All right, so Tigers and Blue Jays, and straight off Tino's request, it's Ty Cobb leading off, playing center field. It's Charlie Gehringer, or Gehringer, I forget. He's playing second. Al Kaline is playing, but he's got to make room, so he's actually in left. It's Hank Greenberg at first base, and then Rudy York is DHing. Miguel Cabrera at third base. Harry Howman in right field, because he only plays right field, and a bad first base. Bill Freehan catching. Harvey Keene at shortstop. Moving along to the Blue Jays against a right-hander. So the on base lets Roberto Alomar falls up here. And then we split the lefties with Lloyd Mosby and John Olerud. Another Roto favorite. You probably want me to play Olerud at catcher, but I'm not going to do it. We're not going to have any of that malarkey here in Eternal Baseball. I think you're muted right now, Roto.
Sorry, I was laughing at it. You were so outraged. That was the initial sim blow up, even bigger than the Frank White controversy. Back in what was that, like 1991 or something?
That was the beta version of Eternal Baseball. Yeah, you can't play John Olerud at catcher. He caught in college.
He's rated a 1. Come on, that seems fair.
He caught in college. That guy pitches. You mean to tell me he can't
college?
The one thing that was true about Olerud was he was a really good college pitcher.
Yeah.
But they never, ever let him throw in the bigs. Not ever. I'm like, there had to be a blowout somewhere.
Yeah, you would think, right? Or you think he'd want, I don't know, maybe that was the whole comebacker issue.
Yeah,
maybe.
it could be. And that batting helmet would have flown off his head on the mound. So maybe he refused to wear a chin strap.
Nowadays, he would have had like a lacrosse, full lacrosse helmet or something.
Yeah. Or one of those NFL extra shield helmets.
Yeah.
Looks like the Great Gazoo. All right, it's Tony Fernandez getting the shortstop. There you go.
Those are hard because I fully support the safety part of those, but they look so goofy, man. Yeah. I mean, at some point, maybe AI will be able to shrink it.
Right.
They'll all wear them, but it won't actually show on the broadcast.
Right. I saw a bit on YouTube the other day, and it was the intro to like the CBS NFL game of the week for just your average Sunday afternoon game from 1977. And every clip in it was a play that would have got a guy thrown out today. It was just carnage on the field. And they're like, yeah, come watch the game. Somebody might die.
That was the selling point, right? It was like concussion, possible death.
It's the NFL on CBS. All right, here we go. Last game.
Pitching for Detroit, number 35.
Yeah, Cameron. Yeah, the NBA Jam. Right.
Leading off for Toronto, second baseman, number 12, Roberto Alomar.
All right, last one. It'll be over before Roberto Alomar can spit. Oh.
The final score from Comerica Park, Detroit 5, Toronto 0. Detroit is on a 6-game winning streak. Justin Verlander is the winner. He is now 20-6 on the season. Jimmy Key is the loser. He is now 15-13. Miguel Cabrera hit home run number 31 on the season. Ty Cobb hit number 24. Hank Greenberg hit number 26. Harry
Cobb's had a good year, man.
12.
Yeah.
Rudy
And
York hit number 34.
6 of Cobb's homers are inside the
3
park,
hours.
where he just keeps running and comes home, feet up, right? Cleats up. And the catcher's like, yeah, we're good back here. No problem. No problem, Mr. Cobb. But if you consider, if this really was the last day of the regular season, all these games would have started at the same time. So they would have started Verlander and complete game 6 hit shutout. Man, one is 20th at the same time. That's no lie right there. That's it. Coming home. Spikes.
I don't remember that game, Cameron, but I will look it up on YouTube, and I'm sure just the wind coming, just the breeze from him going by Dave Craig made Dave Craig fumble the ball.
Dude, I think Dennis Bird broke his neck, I think, on that.
Oh, he did? Oh, my God.
Yeah,
really?
that was a bad one.
Oh, man.
I think, but we had Dave Craig as a fill-in host on a radio show once, and he had no sense of humor about
the fumbles.
Not a bit. We didn't even ask him about Derek Thomas, right? Like, we let that one go. But,
oh, man.
Yeah, in real life. Yeah, man. This is real life. This is the most realistic sim you can possibly find. That was
man.
Yeah, this bird thing was ugly.
Sorry to hear that.
But hey, congratulations, shifting gears, to the Detroit Tigers wrapping up that American League North. We'll get to the playoff preview. Remember, the top 2 division winners skip the wild card round. So you can see that right away out here. That's St. Louis and San Francisco in the National League. So the best division winner, the third one would be Montreal. They would play the weaker wild card team. That's Dodgers. So it's Expos, Dodgers, 3-game set, all in Montreal. The other one will be Atlanta versus Chicago. Even though Chicago won 13 more games, they get to go to Atlanta for a 3-game set. Got to win your division, boys. That's how it works. In the American League, it's the Yankees and the A's who skip the wild card round. Detroit is the top seed for the wild card round. They'll play the weaker wild card team. That's Boston. So Boston headed to Detroit for a 3-game set.
That's a tough matchup, dude. Same with Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham's facing the Guardians, who won 10 more games than they did, but they get to host all 3. So no 1-game playoffs. Everything's settled. I guess that means our playoffs will start on we'll sim on Wednesday. You'll get the box scores Thursday morning. So there you go. 10:08. That's not so bad.
Yeah, not bad.
We had a little fun and games along with it. We ripped on Apple TV. It's all good. We appreciate you guys joining us. This is a bit of an unusual broadcast. Usually we'll play a game live, but we had so much going on. And for full transparency, we didn't want anybody to think we were shaving the numbers anywhere. So we did it live. Everybody's in. Everybody will get a chance to rest for a couple days. And we'll bring you the Eternal Baseball playoffs starting on Thursday morning this week. So thanks for joining us.
If we were shaving the numbers, the Mariners wouldn't be 32 games back.
Probably not.
You can argue the Yankees, but the Seattle tells the true story.
Weber's a Yankee fan, and the Yankees win a lot in that league. Look, dude, it has nothing to do with me being a Yankee fan. Hard to stop them. But yeah, we roll into the playoffs. Playoffs are a good time. And we thank you guys for joining us, for helping with the lineups. And we will see you in the playoffs. And we'll see you again next week for another thrilling edition of the Eternal Baseball Podcast.
Thanks, everyone.